Then?
I know how to sketch. It's just one of the question I don't understand.
Okay, just give me the question.
Let me find it. 46. Oh,
So,
scratch there. Is it? Okay, it says in the following diagram the graphs of functions.
where? Which one?
This one, 6A.
Can you just take a picture using your this and then airdrop to me? So they can test you both ways. Like they give you a quadratic equation, they ask you to sketch, or they give you a sketch and then they ask you to okay. They give you the sketch and then you have to how come it comes to the okay, they give you the sketch and then you need to figure out the rest. So left to right, right to left.
Okay.
So this is given the sketch, you have to figure out the equation. Okay. Generally, what we do is, we are given the equation, we need to do the sketch. Does it make sense to you now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So those is E math or A math?
E max.
Okay. Good.
Lecture said.
Okay. Good. Look at this. Look at this. So you have this y equals to x minus p, and then x minus q. Okay. So what are the roots here, by the way? So x is equal to -1, x equal to 2, right? So how do you get the roots?
By looking at the graph.
Yeah. So the roots is x equal to -1, x is equal to 2. So this is x what? So what's your p? So that you get x to the power. I mean, what's your p so that you get x is equal to -1? What's your q? You get x to equal to 2. Minus 2, right?
2.
This is plus
1.
1, right?
Yeah.
0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So done. So your p is equal to -1. This
Yeah.
comparison. Q is 2. Okay? Done.
That's it?
Yeah. Then you have to do the negative one. I mean, I'm done with this. Now you need to do with this. Okay? Done?
Oh, that's it?
I mean, that's it for the, they say each of the functions. So I have done for the first. Yeah, done with the first. The second one is you have to get the, you need to get the minus in.
Yeah, so it will be just the opposite.
I'm not sure, but just get the minus in. So get the minus in, then see what you get. Don't try to say, oh, I'm getting the opposite. You might not get the opposite. Okay. Get the, so you just get the minus into one of them. So you get what? You get, I will say you get p minus x minus q, right? So if you don't like to write in this format, you just minus x plus p. Okay, both either way, huh? So you just this and ask yourself, how do you get x is equal to -1? Is x is equal to 2, right? So how do you get x minus 1? This one?
1
plus 1, right?
Yeah.
No, it's -1.
Minus.
Because your -1, you need to put it in. Okay, let's say you say it's +1, right? You put the -1, you don't get 0.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how you verify. That's why I say this will be -1. Are you clear?
Okay.
Are you clear or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then this will be your 2. It affects one of the answer. Okay? Okay? So p is equal to -1. Then q is equal to 2 when you compare. Comparison. Okay?
Okay.
Clear? Alright?
Oh yeah, also I wanted you to check this, which my sketching is correct.
Wait, which one?
The first question.
Oh, okay. So I really suggest you to, okay, I think you already have that the flexible ruler, right? I think probably you want to go and take a look at where you can find these French curves. I think it costs you like $4, 3 sets. Because once you get this right, I will let you practice. I will let you use this to sketch, okay, so that you don't get penalized. Because for the small one, you can sketch this very nicely instead of your freehand, which is not very reliable. Okay, so how do you check your curve? Okay, well, where's the equation? Can you just take a screenshot and then just get it to me?
This is actually from
Mm. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, if you, okay. So, by the way, I don't know, how your school teach you the, how your school teach the concept of graph, but I really recommend you to use this app called GeoGebra, which my students love using, because these days I ask them to draw the graph. You know what they do? They just key in the equation and they say, hey, this is my graph.
They just give you answer like that.
Yeah. So meaning like what? Let's say you give me that. Where's the equation? This one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you read it out to me? Y equals to
Y equals to x plus 3
x plus 3 and then
minus x
times. Okay. X minus.
1.
Okay. Good. Done. So they say, hey, I got my graph. They love using the GeoGebra.
Damn.
Okay. So yeah. So you can yeah. Can you see the 4 critical points? I call these critical points.
Yes.
This is the turning
Turning
point.
point.
Do you get this? -1, -4. You look at yours. That's how you check quickly.
No, I get -1, -2.
So most like, okay, so double check the formula. I mean, is it x plus 3 and then x minus 1?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you are supposed to get -1 and -4. And if you don't get it, that means you are somehow wrong. Then the next critical point is, do you get your -3 and 0? You compare
-3, 0. Yeah.
for the
Yes,
for one of the
correct.
roots. Then for the other roots is
1,
1 and 0,
Yeah.
right? So the y intersection point is 0 and -3.
Yes.
Okay, good. So it's either something is wrong. Okay.
Let me check
How do you get the turning point? How do you get the turning point?
I first found the line of symmetry. Then
Very good. How do you find the line of symmetry?
You get the two values of x,
Yep.
add them up, divide
Yep.
by 2.
Correct. That will give you the x only.
Yes.
So
then
the
after
x
that,
value is
-1.
-1. So you put the -1 into this. What you get?
Yes.
Can you use your calculator? I don't trust your
Damn.
mental calculation.
Okay.
And you better put a bracket there. Yeah?
Yes.
-1. Sub in it.
-1 plus 3, -1 minus 1, -4.
Yes. So you answer
My
yourself.
calculation is wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
By the way, it does not make sense if you can. Okay, what was your previous answer?
-2.
It does not make sense. You know why? This point is lower than -3. Wait. Your first. You can actually look at this. You look at this. There are a lot of tools you can use. So this point is your -3, right? Y equals to -3, right? Your this point is lower than negative. How can it be -2?
Oh.
For the y, call it.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is called it does not make sense, right? So you fail to recognize this. Okay, you fail to recognize. It's just like the height of a person is 12 meters, and then you just accept the answer. The height of the person is 12 meters. Right?
Yeah.
No, you're not supposed to. Yeah, you just change the value. Yeah.
That was
-4. Yeah. Okay. 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 So okay. So besides you can use the line of symmetry to get the turning point. What is the other way you can get the turning point?
Maximum
Yeah.
or minimum
Yeah.
value.
Yeah. So
of the
how? What method? Besides finding the line of symmetry.
you
Completing square.
oh yeah.
Because once you get this into the completing square format, right? Example this. Okay. What is the turning point?
Turning point
Okay,
is
first thing first, what shape is this? Happy, frown. Happy. Why? Because x to the power of 2. Coefficient positive, right? So you are going to get your minimum point, right? So what is the minimum value out of this?
Minimum value will be negative 1.
Okay? That's the minimum point.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have been asking you this question since day one, I guess. Really. Like what is another approach to get a turning point? And you can't answer.
Actually, this one I just know how to do. I don't remember like completing square. If you show me this to find minimum value, I can do it. It's just that I don't know. It's
Okay.
like completing square.
So that's okay. So there is this thing in mathematics. When you get a question, you have to search. It's just like when you do a search on Google. You need to search your knowledge. I call this the repository. Okay, you need to search your knowledge repository. Link the concepts. So when you are asked to find the turning point, oh yes, okay, for the quadratic equation, to find turning point, 2 ways. Or if you include this, it's 3 ways. Okay, number 1, get the roots, find the turning point, like get the roots, add the x coordinates up, divided by 2, then that will get your line of symmetry, right? So finding a line of symmetry will give you that turning point, right? The other way, completing square. Because once you get to completing square, then you can get your turning point, right? So meaning what? Meaning when you get a question, let's say you get a question, y equals to x squared plus minus 2x plus 1, right? They will not say, please use completing square. No, they will not say that. They just ask you, hey, what is my turning point?
Then you use any.
Then you have to like quickly think, hey, what can I use? You can use the line of symmetry only when it can be factorized. Line of symmetry requires the 2 roots, right?
Yeah.
But completed square, no
Don't
need. So that's the reason why I always say completed square can work for any quadratic equations. That's why I prefer completed square.
This one my teacher said you can use line of symmetry.
No, I'm not saying you cannot, because your question is already given in
Quadratic.
factorized format, right?
Yes.
X plus 3, x minus 1, right? That means like up front you have no problems factorizing it because it's already in factorized format.
Is it like this? Like I only
Which
have
question?
this one. Like I only have
Okay,
one
so
value
on
for x.
here, right?
Yeah.
So can you factorize this?
Yeah. I mean, I factorize, I only get one.
No. This is not factorized. This is solution. So you see, you don't understand my question. That's why you answer differently. I ask you for factorize, then you show me the answer. You know, factorize and answer is
Different.
different questions, right? You can use the completing square to solve. You can also use the factorization to solve. But now I'm not talking about solving, right? I'm not talking about finding roots. So if you are given that question, can you factorize that?
Yes.
I mean, let's not talk about whether you get the answer or not. So if you are given like 6x something, right? So can you factorize that? If you cannot factorize, the only way to find is completing square. Okay?
Okay.
You understand? Not? So next time when you are given a question, or I ask you a question, what are the ways to solve a quadratic equation? Factorization is, it works only when the equation can be factorized. If it cannot be factorized, you have to use completing square. It always works. Of course, the third method is to solve is quadratic formula. And then the fourth one is calculator, which you can key in, then you get your 2x. Okay? And you can use your calculator to see if it can be factorized. If you don't get any good numbers, then that means it cannot be factorized. Then you quickly switch to quadratic. If not, you waste your time because your calculator already gives you some weird numbers, so it shows it can't be factorized. If it can't be factorized, you still go ahead and factorize. You are actually digging a hole and then jump in it. Okay. Can you catch up my thoughts? Can you catch up? Okay, good. Good. Okay, good. So I really recommend you to use the app to somehow just show you the graph.
She my teacher also use it.
Yeah. Which one? She probably use some other stuff.
I don't know. It looks like this answer.
Okay, good. So never mind. So probably she use other app, but I really like this, and my student love this. I ask them to graph anything like a straight line, they just give me this, and then I ask them for the y-intercept, they say point, they just point. You see here, here. Because this app is pretty useful, right? You just give them the equation. Oh, learning is of course. I will ask them to okay. Okay, how do you draw a graph? Any graph.
I first like write down the table.
Yeah, good. Done. That's it. That's the first step. So, what is so difficult to just get the table and then fill up the tables and then give yourself a 2 point? Then just link up all the points, right?
Yeah.
Pretty easy, right? So, that's how they learn. Right? That's manual. That's too manual. So just let them go through the pain of like plotting the points and then link up the point. Okay. So that's why I say you have okay. So for the graph, especially quadratic, I really recommend you to use the app to verify on your side first. Then you don't have to come and ask me every single time. Okay. Any other question before I go to binomial expansion?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, let's proceed with our binomial expansion. Good. This is the question from the 10-year series, I guess.
Is it this? Your
GeoGebra. There are yeah.
This one?
Yeah. So there are, I think they have a suite, like 6 of them, 6 apps together.
6?
But anyway, never mind. You just get this first and then play with it. Yeah. All right.
Actually, my school put it. Then I just see if they have it. Actually, they have it. Okay, I don't have anything else.
Okay, good. So yeah, let's come back to this. This will be the more interesting, harder questions for binomial expansion.
Very interesting.
Okay, good. So over here is the power is 11.
11.
Okay, so they say, hey, instead of getting this right, now it involves another term. Meaning what? Meaning once you get your this, you still need to times this. Okay, so basically they just add an additional layer.
That's like 5 marks.
So
That's a lot.
yeah, 5 marks. So in a way, if they want the first 3 terms in this expansion, right? So what you need to do is, you get the first 3 terms for this first, right? Right? So can you do it now? Yeah, can you do it? Or I think your iPad cannot receive AirDrop, right? I tried the other time.
You can.
Really? So
Yeah.
just send you this.
I have the.
You have this?
Yeah.
Oh, then you please open this. Okay then, yeah, do it, yeah. just to let you know, one of my student, she's also using the OneNote, so she just shared me the link to her OneNote drive. So she just posts her homework there every single time.
I also have this OneNote.
How do you share this?
I don't
Can
know.
you share the link?
Let me try.
Like email? So basically, she shared me the link. So whenever whenever she finish, she just notify me, say, oh, I'm done with my homework. Then I just click on the link, and then I get to see her work already.
Now, is it a whole section or just like one?
Her entire drive.
The entire notebook.
Yes. Yeah, you can just share the math. I don't know how she share.
Oh.
Email.
I can share this one thing.
This one thing.
I think, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It is.
Okay, try.
Okay. What's your email?
Humble House. House.
No space, right?
No. At hotmail.com. Sorry, I know I'm quite ancient. Like very old school. I'm still using Hotmail.
I thought Hotmail was
very antiquated already.
I thought it was
very old school.
I thought it was a fake email they use in comprehension.
Then probably you must be thinking Hotmail.
Oh.
Some weird stuff. Anything.
I never heard of anyone using that.
Never mind. That's why I say I'm antiquated.
It's okay.
Like some oldies, old school. I have revealed my age to you already by telling you Hotmail.
I don't think you're that old. I think you're like 23 or something.
I'm 30 plus.
What?
I'm 30 plus. Yeah, okay.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, good. Good. Okay, good.
Oh, it sent the whole thing.
Yes, exactly. Yep,
Oh.
good. So, where do I go to mathematics? Tuition, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, yep, good.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
That's
good.
nice.
Yep, good. So, yeah. You learned something today, yeah?
I learned a lot of things.
Pardon?
I learned a lot of things.
Oh, okay. Like Hotmail, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and do it, yeah. So when you are writing, I can see it, yeah? It's sing, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Never mind, continue, yeah.
So first 3 terms.
But of course, I don't want to monitor your progress, okay? I will not, I'm not stalking you every time, you know?
Then, okay.
So when I just realized it today, Hotmail sounds very, not funny, but sounds very,
Fake.
yeah, like some scam stuff, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I just realized that in these days, Hotmail sounds, I mean, anything else, like Hotbook, you know, instead of Facebook, Hotbook. So it sounds very fake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was fake too, because they use it in the in the comprehension, my Tamil comprehension
Okay.
said Hotmail. Oh, it's like a fake.
Okay. It's real. So it's real, yeah. Okay, how do you get the first 3 terms out?
Wow, it's very slow.
Yeah, never mind. Probably it requires some time to sync. It's okay. It's like you call this hot notes. Yeah? My mind is full of hot stuff. Okay, so you have 1 3x, and then 1 3x. Okay, good. It's 11 0 first, and then 10 1. Okay, good. So fill up the first bracket of each of the term.
So like
So it's so check 11 0, 11 1, 11 2. Yes. Yeah, good. So can you simplify it?
Oh, okay.
Can you simplify this hot question?
Not good.
Oh, by the way, Hotmail is from Microsoft. They changed it to Outlook already. So it used to be let's say humblehouse@hotmail.com. So these days they automatically convert me to humblehouse@outlook.com. Yeah.
And once I had like Gmail, like an account
Yeah, Gmail.
Google,
Yeah.
Google Hangouts,
Mm-hmm.
and then because that's when I had that time I didn't have WhatsApp, so that's how I communicate with my friends.
Okay.
So then now they delete the Google Hangout. Then now my account lost.
Yeah. No more Hangout.
Yeah. Sorry.
So you use your calculator to figure out the first 3 terms. So by using the shortcut, right, you don't have to refer to the formula. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The time saving.
Wait, 1 to the power of 11 is not 11. Okay, so if you make mistakes like that, I can't help. Okay. Don't trust your brain, seriously.
Okay.
Given your work, given my experience with students so far, I don't even trust my mental calculation.
You don't trust.
We are very vulnerable. We are very vulnerable. I guarantee you, we are very vulnerable when it comes to our human judgment. Okay, that's why I don't trust my own judgment much. I always verify. Okay, so basically the first term is 1.
I already finished it.
Yeah, never mind. The first term is 1. Okay, then the second term is 11 times 1 times 3x, so you get 333x. Very good. Then the next one will be these good. So once you get these 3 terms, right, then you need to times the bracket a minus x. Yeah. Okay, so you have these 3 terms. Can I write on it? Let me try.
Yeah, you can. I gave you anything.
Okay, good. Draw. So this thing, right? So this thing comes from here, right? So you must have the plus dot dot dot. You know why you need to plus dot dot dot?
Oh, because it's there's still
a lot more. Yeah. Okay. So always remember plus dot dot dot. Then now you just have to do this. So you have your a minus x. Then you just times the 1 plus 33x plus the 5 x to the power of 2. Then you continue. Okay. Yeah. Continue. Yeah. Go ahead. Times dot dot. Yeah. Expand it further.
Okay. I let it load first.
Really? Okay. Let me just do a refresh. So see if it will load by itself.
Yeah, I think so.
Looks like no. Then you just do it below. Probably way below, so that. Yeah, good. Good. Nice. Take a while, yeah. So you are supposed to okay, you stop first. So what you do is you should show this so your a will times to these 3 terms, and then your this minus x will times the 3 terms as well. So that means you will end up with 6 terms. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So so it's still not reflected here. Okay, let me just take a look at your this. Yeah, never mind, I can see it. Oh, you want to bring it down, right? Oh, nice. Okay, I don't know how to use it. Never mind. Okay, good. So let me just help you check. Okay, can you zoom in a little bit? Okay, good. So you get A, you get your plus 33 x8, okay, then you get your, okay, good. Then you have your minus x, very good, thanks. So it's 33x, yes, very good. Yeah, good. So now you need to combine similar term, meaning your x term you combine it, and the x to the power of 2 term you also combine. Then the non-x term you also need to combine. Okay, yeah.
But it's all simplified thing.
You underline similar term first. A is constant. Underlines. No. Underline is similar term. Meaning like the term with A only. So your constant term is A. No. This is the x to the power. That one is the x to the power of 2 term. Yeah.
But everything is different.
No. A is the constant term.
Yeah.
Yeah, just underline that first. Okay, good. Now you use wavy line to underline the x term. With the sign as well. No, with the sign. That means minus x. Wavy line.
I choose different color.
Okay, good. Then what is the another x term?
X8.
With the sign as well. So you use red for the x term, here should be red as well. Minus x and the 33xa is the same x term. This is x to the power 1 term, by the way.
Yeah.
This is the x to the power 0 term. Okay, good. So wavy line to underline the x to the power 2 term. I will let you know why you need to do this exercise. Then you realize, and then you know my intention later on. With the sign, always when you underline things.
Yeah, it's with the sign.
Okay, good. Go ahead with the x to the power 2 term. Okay, so that is your x to the power 3 term, right? Which you don't have to underline because, yeah. Okay, so now can you group them together? So you have the A. Then you group your x to the power 1 term. So basically what you are doing here is you are rearranging them first. I want you to group them, meaning like you get the x out. You took from the beginning.
Yeah, I just erase all this.
Why?
I do.
So you take the x out. What do you get? And later you will understand why you need to do this group them instead of just rearranging. Of course, you can choose to rearrange first. Once you rearrange, then you do the. This is called factorization, by the way. You take out the common factor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you. Alright. Okay. So why I ask you to underline similar terms, because ultimately you want to factorize it. So once you factorize it, like, then you can compare your this string of things to the. I think they give you the. Can you go to the question? Then they give you the first. Okay, can you write the 2 plus 29x plus bx squared below? Then you can by comparison already.
Bx squared, right?
Double check, yeah, double check. Double check the question. Okay, good. So what's your A?
So
By comparison, yeah. So what's A?
A equals 2.
So what's your
X33 equals 39x.
Did you make a mistake somehow?
is gonna be a decimal.
Did you make a mistake somehow?
Yeah, I'm checking.
Because it doesn't look right. Right?
Yeah.
So where is your mistake? Let me see. Can you double check the... Hold on.
I double check.
11 choose 2. Can you... okay, can you check 11 choose 2? What's the answer?
55.
55. Okay, good. Okay, so far so good.
55.
Then, okay, never mind. I'm not too sure whether the power is 11 in this case, but that's the approach to solve this. That's the approach to solve this kind of question.
Okay.
Okay, that's the approach to solve this kind of question. Okay, so in a way, right? Let's say you figure out your A. Okay, so your A is 2, right? Okay, so there is this I will say you somehow realize you make a mistake, because over here you look at this, right? By comparison, your A is supposed to be 2, but if you put the 2 here, right, it's 66 minus 1 is 65, and then you don't get 65x, right? And then so how do you get the B? To get the B, you just take the A equals to 2 inside, then you get minus 33 plus 495 times 2, and this will be your B.
Yeah.
Good. So that's how you get your A and B. Yeah. Okay. But over here, I think the power might not be 11. Okay, because I also cannot read it very clearly, so I just assume it's 11. But anyway, that's the approach. Okay, you kind of get it? Okay, good. The next part is write down what? They say write down general term. Yeah, good. So how do you write down this general term?
What is a general term?
Yeah, general term means make use of the the concept just now. Hold on. Let me see the question. I think I have given you more than this. Let me see. It's here, okay. So for the general term, right? So like I say, it's always brackets, 3 brackets, and then this is your A, x to the power of 2. Then this is your B, okay. Then this is always 10, right? So they want the general term, means this is R, this has to be R, this is to be 10 minus R. So this is the general term. Meaning what? Meaning which term you want? Let's say you want the rth term, so this is the rth term. You understand me?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's say if they say I want the then it depends really. So now I have given you the so-called write down a general term in the binomial. Write down the power of x in this general term. Power of x. So they just want x. I'm doing this part already.
Yeah.
So do you have the x to the power 1 term? So this is the general term,
Yeah.
the answer for that. So this is the general term, and then now they want to ask you for the x to the power 1 term.
Wait, the power of x is the power, not the x.
Write down the power of x in the general term. So probably they are asking for x to the power 1.
Okay.
Write down the power of x in the general term. So the power of x in the general, okay, good, sorry. So basically you need to solve this. This you don't need to solve, because they just want the x to the power 2r. And here is 1 to the power anything is 1. So below is this, right? Then you continue, so it's x2r over. So you don't have to care about the 10 choose r, because they are not interested in that. They are just interested in the power of x. So over here you just simplify it further. So in fact you don't need to care about the 2 because they want the power of x, like you say. So it's 30 minus 3r, right? Right? Then after that you just x 2r minus 30 minus 3r. Do you know why I need a bracket? Because this one minus the then you need to simplify it. So you don't have to care about this coefficient because they are not interested in the coefficient. So it's 2r minus 30 plus 3r. So it's 5r minus 30. Okay, good. So in fact, if they ask you for hence or otherwise determine the coefficient of x minus 15, right? Okay, good. So how do you get the x minus 15? The coefficient of that. Then you just do this. So that means here, so x 5r minus 30, you need to get the x minus 15 term, right? So that means this whole thing need to be minus 15, right? So your r is equal to, so it's minus 15 plus 30. So this will give 15. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So your r is 3, right? So basically you put r is 3 inside. Are you clear? Double check.
Minus 7.
This is 7. Right? So how you double check? Ask yourself, this and this must add to 10, right? Then this 10 minus this must give 3. So this is not 3, this is 7. That's how I double check. Are you clear? Are you clear? Are you clear or not? So therefore this is 10 minus r. Okay?
Okay.
Okay? Are you clear? So you see, you can make mistake, but there is always a check. Okay? There is always a check there for you to verify. Hey, did I make a mistake somewhere? Okay? Okay? So so you just solve this. Then you get the coefficient. Alright? So far so good? Okay? So I'm showing you you can make mistakes, but hopefully you get to there are measures for you to check. Okay? So they call this they call it the checks and balance. Like they don't want, okay, in the administration, in the government administrative system, right? So they don't want anyone to have too much power, so they always have the checks and balances to make sure that that particular person does not have total power, because that particular person can make mistakes. So you need to have checks and balances, meaning like you need to have where let's say Donald Trump wants to do something, and then someone will actually argue against him, or let's say he wants to launch a war, and then he has to seek approval from somewhere, and all those. So similarly to this, you can make mistakes, but there are checks and balances to make sure that you don't make fatal mistakes. Okay? Can? So this is the approach. Okay? For so I think for this topic, for these concepts of binomial expansion, I don't think it's very hard. Okay? I don't think it's very hard. So you just need to remember that shortcut. Okay? If you have the power x to the power of, like let's say you have this x to the power of 4, so you are going to have 5 terms, right?
Yes.
Alright? So you're going to have five groups of this bracket. Okay? If they ask you to expand everything out. Okay? If not, they will ask you to get a particular term. Right? So let's say I want the x to the power of 3 term. So what is the x to the power of 3 term in this case? Very easy. For this question, it's easy. So it's x here, 1 here, then this is always 4, right? Okay, so x to the power of 3. So the only way to get x to the power of 3 is you put a 3 here. Right? If you put a 3 here, this will be 1. Because these two have to add to 4. So what is this? It has to be 1. Why? Because 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Right? So just now I make a mistake. I put a 3 here, right? And I realized, no, I cannot put a 3 here. Right? Why? Because 4 minus 3 is 1. And here is 3. So I have to. So these are the checks and balances you use to make sure that you don't make mistakes. So once you get this, remember plus dot dot dot. Because when you write an equal here means your everything here is equal to this. Without the dot dot dot, basically you are telling, oh, this thing is only equal to this. Wrong. Okay, so this is important. A lot of students, they forget this. So after that, you just 4 choose 1, I think it's 4. And then after that, x to the power 3, and then it's times 1. 1 to the power anything is 1, okay? Okay, so if they want the x to the power 3 term, so this is the x to the power 3 term. So you just answer, therefore x to the power 3 term is 4x to the power 3. Okay, easy, right? Okay, good. So then you are given questions like this, like the application of it. So what you do is you do this, and then somehow you see that, oh, this 2x plus 2x squared is actually your p. Then you just replace the p with 2x plus 2x squared, which is here. Okay. Then after that, of course, they want you to pick the first 3 terms, right? Then I realize I have gotten more than 3 terms, right? Then I just shorten it. Okay, I just shorten it. Yeah, shorten it. Then of course this question. Okay, so in a way, right? In a way, okay. Why do they ask you to do part 1 and part 2, and then only hence or otherwise? Hence means you need to make use of these two. In fact, I want you to realize, just now we are asked to find the independent of x to the power of 0 term. What method we use? Simultaneous equations, right? Right? So therefore, you don't have to. Why? You just make use of the general term formula. Let me show you. So instead of the simultaneous equation, you can use the general term formula. So what is the general term formula? This is your x squared. This is your x. So what is the general term formula? This is 12. The r, right? If you put r here, here it has to be 12 minus r. Here will be 12 minus r, right?
Yes.
Simple. So then now, they want what term? They want the x to the power of 0 term, right? Right? Meaning what? Meaning this is simplify these two. Okay? Then 2r minus, right? Right?
Yes.
Then 2r minus 12 plus r. So you end up with?
What happened to the 12 choose 12 minus r?
We are okay. We want to do the because we focus on the r. This one is, once we find the r, then we can figure out the coefficient.
Okay.
Now I focus on the interplay between the x first.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. This 12 minus, I mean, this portion will give you the coefficient. In this case, it will give you the coefficient, which I need the r value to get. Right? So that's why I ignore that first. Okay? So in order to get the x to the power of 0 term, then I will get this. So my r is equal to, so I get 3r minus 12 equals to 0. So my r is equal to 4. Right? So the r is equal to 4 here. This will be 12 minus 4. This will be 8. You compare this 4 and 8 to my simultaneous equations just now. They work the same. Yeah. Just now what I do? I say this is x, right? This is y, right? Then x plus y is equal to 12, right? You still remember that? And then this is 2x, right? Right? Then this is over, this is this is over, hold on, so it's 2x minus y equals to 0. Yeah, so this is the simultaneous equation you need to solve. So you get x equals to 4, y equals to 8. So therefore I get a 4 here, I get 8 here, which is the same as this. Okay?
Okay.
Can or okay?
Okay.
Okay? So you go back and digest this part. And therefore, just now you asked me, hey, they mean just now there is a question, there is no x to the power 4 term. You ask me, hey, how do I prove? Right? So you can prove now using the general term formula. That means you will never get r equals to. Okay, never mind. So this question is here, right? So this is the r, this will be the 12 minus r, right?
Yes.
So this will be 12 minus r. So this is the general term formula. Okay, so now what you need to show, you need to show whether you will get x to the power 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just focus on the interplay here, right? So you get x 2r, this one, then over here is x 12 minus r, right?
Yes.
Right? And then you
So
continue. You continue, so you get your x 2r minus bracket 12 minus r equals to x to the power 4. So you need to show that it can never equal to 4.
So it's like 3.
So 2r minus 12 minus r is equal to 4, right? By the way, this is plus. Yeah, this is plus. Thanks. So it's 3r minus 12 is equal to 4, right? So 3r is equal to 16, right? So r equals to, what rubbish is this? Yeah, check. 5 1/3, right?
Yeah.
So r must be whole number.
Whole number.
But
Therefore,
this is not.
yeah. So
Yeah.
okay.
So that is another way for you to prove. But I find this proof more convincing than the what you have the x to the power 3 term, and then you have the x to the power 6 term, and then you say it skip the x to the power
It's
4
a
and
guess
x.
and check.
Yeah, that is more like I think that is a valid question, but not as convincing as this. Right?
There's so much like
Yeah.
like
Okay. So yeah. So yes. Okay. Okay. I will double check whether it's 11 or not. But anyway, if you don't get this right, at least you get this right. All right. Okay. So yeah. Good.
okay.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. No, I don't think too much wisdom or intelligence is required. All you need to do is you already get the general formula. Okay, you get the general formula. The general formula will give you what? The general formula will always give you that particular term, like x to the power 7, x to the power 6, x to the power 5 term, right? You use the general formula, right? Okay, then you can get the expansion out by following that shortcut which I share with you, and then you don't have to use the formula, right? Okay, then of course, then when it comes to this part, I think this thing is I would say they are much much harder. So they are not much harder in the sense that you can't solve. It's just that it's more complicated over here. Okay, so yeah, but of course 1 to the power 11 is not 11. If you make that mistake, can't help. All right. Okay. You swear you will not make that kind of mistake, right? Okay, let's see.
No, I said
Yeah.
I'm not.
No, you swear you will not make that the plotting mistake. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. Let's see.